Remember it?
Why, hello, ladies and germs.
No, it's funny because it's supposed to be gentlemen, but they're not germs.
This is JRPG Historia Future Perfect, the YouTube show where we archive every JRPG for future generations. I'm your Time Captain Evan, joined as always by my Space Corps Master Ryan.
That's me!
And as sometimes by Virtual Stowaway Matthew Maluski.
Hello. Push it.
To the limit.
Yep.
Unlike those other matches.
Yeah. This is real shit. You could die.
So, like, do all the Heartlifts have, like, passes to find the arena?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's probably slave stuff. They capture Heartless and then make them fight.
Well, he was like, some real weirdos are entering this year.
Yeah, I guess you're right then.
I got 2 words of advice for you.
Oh, God. I'm so sick of his bit. It's not 2 words!
It's happened twice.
Oh, God. This is already awful. What? What? What?
Thunder. You want to use thunder?
Yeah,
You can get on his back, too.
Oh, that's it.
Thunder!
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 What? Okay. This is ridiculous. This is awful. It's, like, so unclear what I'm doing or how I'm just holding down the lock-on button and hitting X. That's all that's happening here.
Oh no, not the dark.
I feel like I've seen that before. I forget what game.
What?
Just that specific, like, black energy stuff popping up.
Shit.
It might have been Dark Souls, or might be a Dark Souls boss that does that. Ugh.
And so it begins.
And so it begins. I mean, we got most of his health off. It's just hard because, you know, I only have 3 healing slots, and since the healer doesn't work,
Yeah.
since it's just broken, it refuses to heal me. It makes it challenging. Let's give him a potion and a high potion anyway.
Elixir should heal you too.
Yeah, it's too good though. Gotta save it.
Gotcha.
This is for real! Oh, I'm getting deja vu. Careful, kid. This guy means business. More so than those Heartless. You might notice
that want to steal your heart.
he has 3 heads.
Dead ass.
Yep. What? Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, this is all so bad. Like, just lower your head. Just lower it for me, please. Thank you. Just get. Oh. I don't know how you get better at this game. I don't understand what room for skill there is in this battle system. What is it about this boss that I could be doing better? Do I have to, like...
See, that's the problem. This boss is like... It's just too hard for the level they give you, almost.
Please, guys.
Yeah.
Please talk about something.
Okay. Matthew. Okay,
Oh, no.
Evan.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's up? I was eating goldfish.
Oh, God.
What kind of goldfish you eat?
Extra cheddar.
Yeah.
It's just regular, just cheesier.
Yeah, I know. I've had them before.
Oh, okay. Why were you like, oh?
They're not great. Pizza's the best.
You're fucking weird.
Pizza goldfish is the best goldfish.
No, they're
Yes!
like the worst. I
Absolutely.
hate them.
Absolutely.
If I wanted to eat pizza, I'd eat pizza. Or pizza pockets or whatever.
Rick, what if you want to eat some goldfish?
I would never want to. There has never been a point in my life where I'm like, I go for some pizza goldfish that taste sort of vaguely like pizza. They're like the equivalent of artificial banana.
Why
For,
aren't
like,
my...
For
Oh,
like
that's...
Laffy Taffy.
Because when you hit continue, they unequip the items if you...
Yeah, you should probably, if you die, you should probably like just save after you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if that's going to factor into the continue. I sort of doubt it will. I'll probably just have to hit load game.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned slap shot. It would just, if he just healed me, it would be fine.
I keep saying, Evan, if you just want to switch the difficulty, it doesn't matter.
I don't want to do that. Because this is normal. This is the normal experience we're having right now.
Right. Have we committed to always doing it on the normal experience?
This isn't a stated commitment, but
I think we should not state that just in case.
I mean, I would like to do. I'm not going to make it a rule, but in this case, I would feel better if we beat it on normal. That is my feeling.
Gotcha.
Just because I don't. It's just not. It's not acceptable because this game isn't fucking deep. Like it shouldn't be this hard, and I don't want to let it beat me.
Well, it should be
this
hard
is
because
honestly
it normally isn't.
Yeah, I understand that it's with the final mix. I'm just saying, it's a spite thing.
I got you.
Yeah. I'll say this. I recalled, it getting easier after this.
Yeah, this Cerberus fight I remember always sucking though, so.
Yeah.
So it's not just you, Evan.
There's definitely a handful of rough patches, but like the next couple areas I didn't ever find too troubling.
Let's drink that potion. Goofy has already used, or Donald has already used all his magic. What's he fucking using it for?
Couple fires.
Because remember the configuration you set for him is still.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still supposed to be using like defensive and offensive in equal measure.
I know. After you get Cure, you stop giving a shit about Donald.
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
Oh, please don't do that.
Don't make that.
Sorry.
Matthew.
It wasn't. It was just.
I know. I've watched enough tense stuff with you where I know that's the noise you make. Don't be so invested.
Why is that the noise you make when it's tense?
Well, I'm just like.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like
sucking.
especially violent and sort of
Yeah, that was like a lot
saliva-y.
more wet than just like very quickly breathing air in.
Sure, you do some weird things, Ryan.
Weird people shouldn't throw weird stones in their weird glass houses.
Yo,
Yeah.
weird.
What do we call you again? A perfect human being?
No, he's a
No,
miracle.
like a miracle, please.
He's not a perfect human being. That's a farce.
I'm the exact opposite. The reason he calls me a human miracle is because there's no reason I should still be alive right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's pretty dark.
Well, it's either that or just like you're a miracle in the way that like the the worst tasting food would be like a scientific miracle. Like if they could determine that.
Right. So I'm the worst tasting human, is what you're saying.
I mean, I've never tasted you. I wouldn't know. If you want to let me like eat you after you die, then that's fine.
Calm down, Hannibal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as fetishistically into cooking you as Hannibal is.
Right, or all of Hannibal's viewers.
The show, and the character and the viewers, all of them. It's seriously, it happens every fucking episode. Like it's, we're not even exaggerating.
I got two
Yeah,
words
there'll
of
just be
advice for you.
there'll be like a part where it's like, all right, the gym procedural, and then Evan will be like, what is the point of this? Like, because he's just cooking.
Well, no, it's to
It's
remind
like, what
us.
does this suggest about Hannibal that we don't already know?
Right.
I mean, if you want to like open the season with him cooking and then just don't do it ever again, I could, you know,
Yeah.
I could understand.
Well, I mean,
that,
that's
but
the thing, is that
to
pretty
sort
much
of reintroduce people to Hannibal or whatever. but-
almost everything in Hannibal just reinforces things we already know pointlessly. It's a very redundant show in terms of like drama and dramatic beats.
And it's like, oh look, there's some parallels between Will Graham and Hannibal.
God, there's none. There's none. And
Yeah. Well, there is through like blunt force of Brian Fuller, but it doesn't come about naturally. It doesn't make any sense.
Let's go.
Are the actors good on that show?
No.
No, and if they are good, then they're just treated horribly.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible they're good actors.
like
They're
like
just-
Mads Mikkelsen could be totally fine, but it's like they have Gillian Anderson. She's from the X-Files. Me and Evan watched the pilot yesterday of the X-Files,
Yeah.
and she's like totally really good on that. But on Hannibal, she is like laughably horrible. Like it's unbelievable how stilted her like dialogue is, and I mean I can only just chalk it up to like the direction that Brian Fuller gives them because
Yeah.
so I don't want to like write off Hugh Dancy or Mads Mikkelsen,
Sure.
but
Well,
Yeah.
maybe Hugh Dancy. It's Hugh. A lot of that seems to come from Hugh Dancy.
yeah,
Let's be
he,
honest.
he is like the only one that.
We figured out the way Hugh Dancy acts crazy, and it's by flexing his neck muscles. Noise and click. God damn. Fuck that show. Fuck that show. That show's so bad. That show's so startlingly misogynist, too.
Really?
Yeah. The finale is like, I don't know if you'd agree, Matthew, but probably the most misogynist thing I've seen on television. Like really bad in that way. And I don't know if Matthew can hear me, but I think he can.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Ain't good. You know, I'd have to think that over.
It's just, it's
Now I'm just curious about.
It's-
Like, I don't
if
want you
you
to
watch,
say it
if
if
you
it's-
watch the pilot of Hannibal, you get a
Like-
pretty good
like, do you
idea.
know-
And even the real shit doesn't start till season 2, but you get a pretty good idea.
You know
of,
the
like-
thing in Ground Zeroes, how Paz is sort of mistreated to make a guy seem more evil? It's like that, but if, like, you saw her getting raped in slow motion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not far off.
And it's like
it's
if
actually, it's undescribably terrible.
it's like if you had 13 episodes of a show building up to the last 5 minutes of the season, and that was it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he?
Just I haven't seen like a character just so shamelessly like badly treated.
It's not
some sort of point.
It's not
That's
sexual violence. That
I'm assuming
aspect
she's
of-
like it's something to do with his cannibalism or something.
No,
No,
no.
it's hard to.
It's not worth getting into. There's just it is ridiculous. I would like you to watch.
It's insulting on like 5 different levels.
Yeah, I would like you to watch Hannibal, Ryan.
I don't think I want to.
I would not watch it again if you paid me money to. Well,
I mean, we're gonna be
I-
watching it for season 3, but
yeah.
no.
But it's really boring most of the time, and when it's not, it's like kind of like really gross in like not a good way.
Interesting.
For more on that, you could always just. Oh, here's a good idea, Ryan. Instead
Yes.
of watching Hannibal, just listen to our 4 podcasts on it.
Yeah, it's
Is
pretty
only 4?
funny descent in
Yeah.
opinion for me because I start going like, yeah, this ain't great, but it's kind of watchable, and I'd maintain that.
Well, hold on. Let's
um,
paint the picture for the listener,
Sure.
the viewer, the full chart here. You watched Hannibal season 1 on your own. Clint Prentice, former virtual stowaway and future virtual stowaway, really loves Hannibal. Like, he thinks it's one of the best shows on television. And you watched the first season on his recommendation, and initially were like, yeah, it's good. I give it like a B+. The season. Then we started watching. Then what happened?
I was like,
Russia.
oh, I see your points.
Yeah, because I watched the first 2 episodes of Hannibal on my own. I was like, this is really bad. And I stopped watching it. And then we figured it would be fun to watch for our television podcast, the series regular, because everybody loves it so much, and I didn't. And initially I thought it would be a fun podcast, because it would be like, oh, Matthew and I will finally have a disagreement.
But it was really just sort of like, yeah, I find it a little more watchable than you do.
Yeah.
And
then season 2 rolled around, and we gave it an F at the end. We gave season 2 an F, both of us.
So not as watchable as you.
I might have been like slightly more violently angry than Evan in the last episode. So
yeah, well, I was more. I think we were similarly angry. You were a lot more vocally angry in season 2 of Hannibal than I was. But I was internalizing the anger. More than anything, I was just really grossed out by the last episode. It just made me feel really dirty.
Yeah, it's
because it's so.
It's like if it's like if you look up pretension in the dictionary, you can find a link to that whole episode.
Yeah. Yeah, just a hyperlink.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, just check this out.
In the dictionary, in a written dictionary. Hyperlink.
But yeah, if people want to hear us talk about that but don't want to do it on our podcast, the series regular, we do give like pretty, decently sized episode recaps, so people who haven't been watching can just listen for the criticism.
Yeah, and please check out our Roseanne
I was just about to
wrap.
say,
Yeah.
I have to listen to that.
Yeah.
To hear you guys talk about Dan's coma.
Maybe don't listen to all of the Roseanne one.
Because
No.
here's the thing, it's
It
you know,
was,
I'm glad I watched Roseanne, but by like series 7, it just gets kind of like redundant to talk about the same stuff.
No, I just meant I want to watch or listen to the last Roseanne one.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I would listen to like the last season 9 one and then our wrap up one that we'll be
Yeah.
doing.
That would probably be good.
Because I just have to hear what you guys think about the coma.
Yeah, well, I already told you sort of what happens at the end of that episode, which surprised us both, I think.
Yeah, that surprised me.
It certainly surprised me where we landed at the end of Roseanne, but yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, series regular is good. We're gonna be starting. I mean, when this airs, we'll have already started the X-Files, maybe even finished it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're doing the X-Files.
How many seasons is the X-Files?
9.
Okay.
So we're doing
It's
the
essentially
X-Files.
twice as long as Roseanne.
Yeah, because it's 40-minute
40.
episodes.
It seems the pile was promising.
Yeah, the pilot was good. And yeah, so the way we do it, we have like tentpole shows on the series regular. So for this, it was Roseanne. Like just a tentpole show is like a show that's really long or something. That we'll do 2 seasons, 2 weeks, 2 seasons, and then in the off time we'll do like a 1 or 2 season show. And in season 1, those shows were the following: Twin Peaks and Hannibal. One of those is not like the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really like, in terms of quality, about as far like as different as we could have swung.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Considering that we gave I gave 2 episodes of Twin Peaks an A+.
3.
3 episodes
Yeah.
of Twin Peaks an A+.
I gave 2.
That's right, you gave 2. I gave 3 an A+, and then we gave like 5 episodes of Hannibal an F. Not 5, 4.
More.
No, we gave 4.
I mean, well, okay, well, when we started doling out Fs, we then sort of a lot more Fs in Spirit, I think.
Yeah, well, it was funny because we doled out like 3 Fs at the end of the first half because we watch in like half-season chunks for the podcast. And then we went and we watched the second half of the season, and then the first half begins with an apology because we misjudged how bad it could have gotten. So
we did not know what the lowest
Yeah.
of the low was. We thought we knew darkness.
Yeah, we thought that the fucking 4-episode arc, which purportedly shakes up Hannibal Season 2, was as inept as it was gonna get, but then it got inept and, like, sort of, like, morally reprehensible.
Yeah.
In a way that, is troubling. It's troubling that so many people like that show, because it's, like, so obviously and easily picked apart in with
And
the
just
moral complaints.
everything.
Yeah,
And if they manage, they can rarely like pull together like an image that looks kind of cool, but then the soundtrack will just be like.
the soundtrack is crazy in Hannibal. It's so bad. It's just like somebody falling on a keyboard half the time, like when something scary happens.
It's like applauded across the
Yeah.
TV critic spheres, like this is amazing.
I repeatedly referred to it as like spooky carnival music.
Yeah.
That's
Does Clint still like that show?
Yes, very much
Loves it.
so. He loves it. He said that he
Quote us, he has a positive opinion of it. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
No, he definitely still loves Hannibal.
Yeah.
He said that there were 2 sentiments Matthew had that he thought were fair, and then he said the rest of it was bullshit. So, and I know the 2 problems he has, and he said he thought the soundtrack could like pull back, like chill the fuck out a little, and that the women characters are poorly handled.
Well, all
Included like
characters,
that.
but particularly.
I don't know. He didn't specify if it was including the finale or not. I mean, once the finale aired, he was like,
That was tip top.
yeah. I mean, he like the rest of the internet. I remember I complained about how many. There were like 6 different links to different articles about Hannibal on the front page of the AV Club. I tweeted about it, and he was like, well, after that finale, they're right to. So he clearly liked the finale a lot, so I don't know if he had that same feeling about it or what, but, yeah, not for us. I'm sure it's for some people. I mean, it must be, because so many people like it, but,
Right.
yeah. It's trouble.
Yeah. And, it's no Death Note.
Yeah, it's no Death Note.
Did you guys watch that?
No, but
We
Matthew...
may have by the time this goes up.
Yes, Matthew claimed on Twitter that Death Note is what Hannibal wants to be, but like successful.
And then Clint got sort of angry about that. But I think there's some truth to it, and I think, maybe I've changed my opinion by the time this goes up, but I think the finale of that show is actually like sort of what I wish like Hannibal's
See,
had
I
the guts
hear
to do or
pretty rough
something.
things about the back half of Death Note, though.
I think it seems like Matthew's dropped. I think he agrees that the back half is weak, but I think he just likes the finale.
Oh,
Okay.
Hello. He was saying that he thinks he's heard that the back half of Death Note is kind of rough.
So you can break up Death Note into like kind of like thirds, and I'd say the first like third of that show is actually like rather good, in terms of just being like kind of fun.
Yeah.
At least from my recollection. The second half is sort of tonally jarring from like the first third of it, and it feels a little superfluous, but it's still kind of fun, and I like the way it concludes. And then the last third is just kind of bad, but I think the end is exactly what that show.
I watched the giant pump quick look of that One Piece game, which featured Jeff Gerstmann and Dan Reichert, 2 self-avowed not huge fans of anime. And it featured them sort of like talking about the anime that's been suggested to them, and Jeff Gerstmann was like, a lot of people have recommended Death Note to me, it sounds like kind of a cool premise. And I was like, really, Jeff Gerstmann?
It's a good premise.
Right, yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing, it was just...
Yeah, it's just kind of funny that he was...
It's like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He also singled out fucking Street Fighter V as one of the animes he enjoyed, which is wonderful. Because that show's ridiculous. I watched like 6 or 7 episodes of Street Fighter V while it was on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like characters from Street Fighter, but like in the first one of the characters, I forget who, is like visiting his friend's mansion in San Francisco. And so there's a bunch of weird, like, drag racing across San Francisco, and I'm watching it the whole time, and just, like, laughing at their portrayal of San Francisco. And it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. We've watched quite a bit of anime recently, haven't we, Matthew?
Yeah.
Because we watched
Kill
all of
la
Kill la Kill, which is good. I recommend it.
Some of Gunbuster.
Yeah, let's not talk about Gunbuster.
Gunbuster's
Gunbuster's a real bummer because that's the anime, the first anime from the guy who did Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is like my favorite anime. And he is not good.
It's just boring.
Is of low quality. Yes.
Yeah.
I still have yet to watch Neo Geo Evo.
It's I will watch that with you.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's one of those things that's inexplicably really popular and also really good.
I would say that like, yeah, it has some of my favorite episodes of like.
I still really want to watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like if I consider the movie as like its own movie, like one of my favorites.
I like the new movies too.
It's really good.
People don't like those new movies, but I think they're pretty good.
Attack on Titan is one of those things I'm just infinitely curious about because the general consensus I see on the internet is that it's amazing.
Yeah.
But then whenever I talk to an individual that I actually know personally, they always say the same thing and that it's really not great.
What I've heard is that it's good up front and then it loses steam.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But I don't I can't confirm. I haven't seen it with that. Oh man, that Kill la Kill dub's probably out, isn't it? By now?
Yeah, because it was coming out the same week as the Persona 4 The Golden anime.
Maybe I'll watch that. I need to watch that show and try to not think about it in gender politics terms anymore because it hurt my brain. Because it's
there's a trailer for it.
Okay, I'll watch it. Tell me if it looks good. Kill la Kill is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's really...
I will watch that dub with you.
Okay, cool. I'm interested to hear what you think of it, because there... A lot of it... Because I did a bunch of, like, think piece reading and stuff about it. I sort of reacted to it...
very similarly did that, with two different
with
pieces of entertainment.
You did that with Maleficent, I hear. But it, like... There is, I think, a good case to be made that it's actually really cool in that regard, but then there's like one thing that happens early on that is troublesome if you view it a certain way, that it very clearly, it's weird. There's a kind of rapey thing that happens in like the first episode.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like the turning point, because if you buy into that being like the guiding principle of the show, then basically everything I found like endearingly subversive becomes like disturbingly misogynist.
Right.
So I really don't know what to think of it, but I do know that it's fun. So
How many episodes of that show is there?
Like 20.
Okay.
The dub is good, by the way.
Good.
I'd
like to hear that dialogue in English, definitely.
Yeah,
if it's well done.
It's good. It's good.
It's a funny show. Alright. Oh my god. I think I have to go the other level, you guys.
Yeah, we can do that. The other level is actually probably the easiest, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Oh god, they just chew through me so fast.
The other level is both short, and the boss is not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Sure.
That's rough though.
Wait, it's bad?
No. That's rough that we have to do that.
Oh.
I mean, it's an arena battle, so like you can easily skip Hercules and then.
Oh wait, that's not what I meant. Maybe I'll wait. We're gonna have to do the fucking gummy ship 3 times.
No, we should be able, because we've already gone back to Traverse Town. So now that we've done both ways, we should be able to skip it, but I'm not gonna commit to that.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, no, you could have just looped around to the... Never mind.
Was there a loop there?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't
was
before. Okay, then... Wait. Stop.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's weird. Alright.
Yeah, I really think that you need to get like a warp drive or something it's called, though, before it lets you jump. But
yeah,
I don't know.
It's good. Good idea.
I don't know, man.
Oh, look, I can slow down!
Because why wouldn't you want to?
God. And then what else do we watch anime-wise? We have to make this into a podcast right now.
You watched that first episode of Serial Experiments Lane with me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Very,
I was not won over.
Mm.
Let's say by that. But you.
I hear really good things
my
about.
Skype picture is one of the characters.
Yeah.
I hear really good things about Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
I watched
the first 4 minutes of Full Metal Alchemist. I didn't stop because I thought it was bad. I think I had something else I needed to do.
Because that
I
show's
saw
pretty
4
short, too.
episodes.
Yeah.
I saw 4 episodes. I like
In relative terms to anime, I'm pretty sure that show's short.
No.
No.
It's 52 episodes, I think, the first bit. And then Brotherhood is like... Because what they did when they were making Full Metal Alchemist is that the person was also writing the manga alongside it. And then Funimation or whatever didn't expect it to be like a huge hit, but it was. So they ended up making a second anime series called Brotherhood.
But is that
ends-
just like...
Well, it ends like the manga, and the anime originally ends like on its own.
Like the original Full Metal Alchemist has a complete ending?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just different because, and I hear it's good. So it's like you wouldn't want to watch Brotherhood first though,
Yeah.
because you, and I'll definitely get around to it.
Yeah, most like the anime that's really long, as far as I can tell, is sort of the really like kind of trashy, low quality, highly commercial stuff.
Yeah, they're like shonen, I think.
Yeah, if you get into
I've
like
heard.
more focused, a lot of it's just like 20 episodes and then done. Like just one season and then the story's over.
I
I've heard-
still hear consistently good things about One Piece despite that's length.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know the only exposure I have to One Piece is that quick look I mentioned earlier. So,
I used to watch One Piece when I was younger too, when it was on Funimation.
right.
But apparently that was like, I've been reading up on it recently because I'm like, should I do this?
That's so many episodes.
I know. And apparently the Funimation stuff is like a really shitty edited version for TV.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
that show gets like apparently really rough.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll like replace guns with like water guns and like horrible.
Well, that's what Dragon Ball Z Kai is doing. Is like they're taking out all
I
the
thought it was
gore.
just like a re-edit.
No, they've taken out all the filler and all the gore.
Oh, the gore part's dumb, but you know, I definitely think it's a good idea to take out the
No,
filler
taking out the filler, I'm all on board with.
because that's what made the manga stuff pretty bearable. Because it's just
watched,
it's like fighting.
We watched
Yeah.
Akira.
Akira's great.
Akira's really good.
I watched Fully Cooley. You've seen the first 3 episodes.
I watched the first 3 episodes of Fully Cooley.
Yeah.
I was kind of into it and kind of not. I was sort of
Yeah, I-
undecided.
I think the sort of sentiments they go for, like, they hit harder in the back
The
half.
back half, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 6-episode anime. It's
Yeah.
very frantic, let's say. Donald? Goofy? Is this... What is this?
It's Tarzan.
Oh, great. Well, he's dead.
Ow, that hurt, Tiger.
So this is the first world where you get to swap out a party member.
I've heard whatever.
Wow. Momentous. The
Also-
occasion. I feel like the countering system in this game is kind of awful.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't... I have never been able to, like, do it with any... Because of the animation wind-up. Like, it just feels random.
And then it's inconsistent of like when you're gonna stun them or when it's just gonna cancel out both attacks.
Yeah.
Because they at least put in, I don't know when, but at some point they had a guard button, so you know, that,
You have to unlock that ability.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Fuck it. Oh, look. Tarzan to the rescue. God.
Was that just your voice of the gorilla from Banjo-Kazooie?
Danger.
That's that voice. It's like
Chucking the oranges at you.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Fuck
great.
fuck that guy.
This place.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Who, the guy who throws oranges at you?
Yes.
Where did the others
I
go?
love that guy.
He's throwing oranges.
I got separated from
He's
my
like-
friends. How do you
He's like, I'm gonna throw oranges at you because I'm a dick.
I
Yeah,
love
I
that
like
game.
Yeah, I really do.
Friends.
There's some
Right,
cool
my
environments.
friends.
And it's
Sequel's
Just
good
over.
too.
the-
The loud one is
yeah,
done.
that's right here. I like the challenge from Kazooie, and it's not
You know what?
like Donkey
Never
Kong
mind.
64 when it gets
I'm
up its
looking
own
for
ass
my
of
friends,
collectibles and empty
Riku
space.
and Kairi.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
For Riku.
Donkey Kong 64.
Friends.
I used to love Donkey Kong 64
Of course
when I
you
grew
did.
up.
Of course you
Kairi.
did.
When I was 8, I loved that game.
Oh, also the music
Right.
is super good in Banjo-Kazooie.
It is.
And there's that cool shit where it's like you have that like that witches like the manor theme or whatever when you're walking around, and like depending on where you go, like it changes
Friends.
like some of the instruments and whatever.
Yeah.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
Tarzan. Tarzan. Go.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go.
Hi, my name is Sora.
Go.
Haha.
So I played some Abyss Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Oddworld?
No, that is, this game came out of nowhere. Is $15 on Steam, and I think maybe a console? Maybe only Steam. But it's, published by Atlas, and it's developed by Ace Team. They did Xenoclash.
Oh, okay.
You know Xenoclash? It's the first-person fist-punchy game with all the weird birdmen.
I think so.
Anything? Okay, there was a sequel, Xenoclash 2.
Xenoblast 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. And they put this game out, and it's like a, it's sort of like a Spelunky style, like roguelike-ish thing, but it's a side-scroller with combat vaguely inspired by like fighting games.
Okay.
It's kind of neat.
Okay,
that's cool.
We can do a crash test of it at some point, which will obviously be up before this video. But
Right.
I thought it was neat. What I played of it. It's yeah. Hey Tarzan.
Oh, you gotta do the cool minigame.
Form my party.
It's real cool.
The super cool minigame.
Okay, so there's no party to form.
Yeah.
You just want me to hit done. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like Tarzan!
Wah!
Okay, hello Tarzan.
Unceremoniously appear in grass place.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be like you. Ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you. Talk like
Oh man, you guys remember the Rugrats movie?
you.
You see, it's true.
Ain't like me. Can learn to be.
That's the Jungle Book.
I'm sorry.
It's just really well paired with the beat of the walk animation.
Guys,
I
guys,
am noticing.
we gotta do some Phil Collins.
I didn't
Son
mean
of
to.
man,
Just
lift your spirit.
What the fuck? See, this is what I'm saying. This game is all just like the snowboarding part from Final Fantasy VII. It's
Literally, at
just
this point.
that over and over again. It's like every new level is just that, and then occasionally you have to fight an infuriating and poorly designed boss. Wah!
Oogie Boogie's a cool boss fight.
Let's slow it down. Chop it. Screw it. Bam! Tarzan, go fuck yourself. I beat you. What else you got for me? Oh, look, it's your place where you do science?
Have you ever seen Tarzan?
No!
Okay.
Does he do
Oh,
science in Tarzan?
No. This is the base camp of like the people that come in.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen many non-Pixar Disney films.
Right. Tarzan. I haven't seen Tarzan in a while. I think it's okay.
Who are you? Who are you to say?
You know, it's yeah. It does that carries little to nothing.
You said the fighting in this game was okay.
Yeah. It's clearly not. It's especially not now that you're.
Yeah, maybe it would be
key
okay
players.
with the damage stuff. Oh, look, it's Jane.
Hi there. I'm.
Oh, you speak.
So you know Tarzan.
I mean, I don't know Disney's Tarzan. I know Tarzan the character.
Are you here to study the gorillas?
Highly doubtful.
Ugh. I shot me a duck.
Done.
Ugh.
Circus of clowns.
Want to guess who the bad guy's gonna be in this game?
Fucking douche chills for miles.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting them. This is research.
Oh,
Real.
Mr. Clayton, can you please not
Do
just
make
murder
yourself
the
a heroine.
things?
it's so hard being a woman with such a freakishly small
Well,
waist.
anyway, I'm staying.
My stomach just lowers to my hips.
Look what we found. Look at this.
It's a polygon that we didn't do anything with.
No, it's gummy.
Right, I'm just saying all of the gummies just look like fucking Gary's mod, like untextured, like blocks.
Yeah. That's true.
Matthew's favorite level is after this one.
Mickey's the king?
Yeah, King Mickey.
That's a
King
little,
Mickey,
that's a
bro.
little fucked, you guys.
Okay, so
Why?
I'm gonna dump Donald, because it hurts me to look at him. So wait, what? Do I...
so just go down to.
There
yeah,
you go.
you're-
You're good.
That's a weird way to do... Okay.
Yeah, it is. No,
Why don't you just select the ones you want?
open that chest.
Everything about this game, you guys. Everything is just a little wrong. And then some of it's really wrong. Okay, well this has been another sterling episode of JRPG Historia Future Perfect. Thanks for joining me, guys. Tune in next time for when we fucking do this more. JRPG Historia Future Perfect deactivate.
Boop, 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 boop.